to introduce Catherine Waldrop to present her salutatory address.
Due to construction, there will be no French fries served at lunch today. No other school would have that announcement over the year. At last, the day we've kind of down to for so long is here. We've all shared so much together for the past 13 years in school. High school has provided the most laughs and cries of all, and someone would have to pay me $1 million to erase all the memories. They would have to pay me even more to do it all over again. I believe that this is the place in my speech where I'm supposed to offer the best of luck to everyone and share my advice on how to have a prosperous future. However, this task is far more difficult than it may seem. You see, I have no more experience in life than anyone else graduating here today. I have no clue why I've made the right choices for myself, and I'm headed off into the world just as confused as everyone else. My only option is to share some things that I have been told by someone I have a great respect for. Mr. Scott Johnson, former computer science teacher at Waller High School, was a great inspiration to me in the 2 years that I was lucky enough to be around him. Of course, I learned a lot about programming because he's fabulous at what he does. But Mr. Johnson showed me a lot more. He came to school every day. He was always prompt, partially because he walked faster than anyone else would sprint, but mostly because he had the self-discipline that drove him to do incredible things. At the end of Computer Science 1, Mr. Johnson gave everyone a printout called Lessons for Lucas, things he wanted to teach his son. Number 1, making mistakes is okay. Number 18, in whatever you do, whether it's a school project, whether it's a job, or whether it's a work of art, put your entire self into it. And number 5, war, racism, hate, violence, and projectile vomiting are bad. Puppies, sunsets, Whataburgers, new socks, and late night with David Letterman are good. I believe these to be true, and something for all of us to keep in mind in the future. Another great source of guidance is actually from a song called Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen. It says, maybe you'll get married, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have kids, maybe you won't. Keep your old love letters, throw away your old bank statements. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. Accept certain inalienable truths. Prices will rise, politicians will philander, and you too will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable, politicians were noble, and children respected their elders. Sure, it's humorous, but it's all true. Thank you. Thank you, parents, teachers, friends, anyone that helped us get here today, including Coach Day. Oh, Coach Day, only you would ask me to have everyone give you a standing ovation. I would have learned so much more in your class if Nick Turner hadn't sat in front of me. I couldn't see around his biceps, but honestly, I don't know why I want to. Thank you personally to Coach Morley, who taught me how to ride paper, and to Brittany Londons, who sat by me in English decode and kept me laughing. She knows. I must also thank Mr. Loudon. You're ridiculous, but I learned a lot. Or rather, I think that I did, and I'll find out in July when I get my AP score. But if it means anything to you at all, Charles still thinks you have lips of an angel. Thank you, band. We've had so many directors, it's impossible to estimate the direction you guys are going, but I'm happy for you. I feel for you right now. I know that you're bored, and they've made up lyrics to Pomp and Circumstance. For those of you not in band, that's the name of the graduation song we're playing over and over today. The good news is, you don't have to play it for another year. Anthony. Wow, Mr. Anthony. You have something else. I would like to say that I think I will never meet someone else like you, but I know that I won't. Part of me hopes that I won't. I have such an incredible respect for you and all that you do. You know everyone's name. You know how to make us each smile and laugh. You know when we need a hug, and you know when all we need for you is to listen. I would kid around a lot with you about counting down for reasons, finding some spelling bee champions, preferably in front of Mississippi. And I know those sessions. And countless other things. But in the end, I remain amazed by you. I look up to you because you have so many options, and you choose to be here and help us all grow up. You've been a teacher, mentor, parent, and best friend. I will miss your gray hair. I will miss seeing you do incredible and unexpected dance moves. But most importantly, I will miss your guidance in life. I will miss you. Thank you to my friends from past and present, Archetype. I cannot tell you enough how happy I am that we had to make that paper mache project together in 6th grade. And that even though you were scared of my family, you continued to come to my house. I'm so incredibly lucky to have someone so great to laugh with. I love you to death. Kubos, must I even say anything? I think we just should make reference to one of those several volumes of little black books we wrote back and forth in. They say it all. The Fantastic Four, a lot has happened in these past 4 years. Somewhere between Podowns, Harry Potter, and getting lost miles deep in the middle of the woods with no water or cell phone. I feel like we found out a lot about ourselves. We aren't at all like we used to be, and that's just fine. The memories are still irreplaceable. Thank you to my family, my grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, godparents, and incredible niece. Thank you to my older sisters, Jennifer and Jessica. They're amazing people, and I am so lucky to have them show me how to live. And thank you to my mom. Mom, you're the absolute greatest. I respect you so much, and owe you a ton for all the times you pushed me to do better. For all the times you grounded me, and even for the times you wished me luck in getting my project done in time in the middle of the night when you went to bed in order to teach me a lesson on procrastination. The lesson was learned, finally. Lastly, I would like to thank the class of 2007. We've had every sort of twist and turn along the way. We've been the guinea pigs throughout the years for new policies, and somehow survived. Those other classes just can't relate. We're all close. It's not unusual for kids in ag, drama, football, etc. to all be friends. Before you leave today, tell the kid you sat by in elementary school that you had a crush on them. Anyone that you had a slam book with or ever played MASH with in middle school and junior high, you no longer talk to, take a picture with them outside, so that when you see it years from now and they're an architect, you can take credit for teaching them how to make a house out of a refrigerator box. From what I've heard, today is one of those milestones in life, one of those building blocks you can stand on later down the road. There's no telling where we'll all wind up someday. I know that life won't always be easy for us, but throughout mine, my biggest goal is to remain as full of life and youth as possible. I wish that for everyone. I wish you all the best of luck with everything that you do. Be successful, travel around the world, meet all sorts of new people, and try all sorts of new things. Stay true to yourself, stay happy, and have a blast with every breath that you take.
Just so everyone will know, Catherine will be attending Brown University in the fall and will be majoring in biomedical engineering.